All you have to do is consistently be decent. You don't have to be great every time, you know. Being decent consistently beats being great one time. You don't have to wake up every single day and be, the greatest person ever. You don't have to wake up and be Superman or Batman every single day. I see so many people, so many young guys, they give up on themselves or they give up on their dream because, oh, I woke up and I didn't put the work in today, or I woke up and I just didn't feel like doing this today. If you want to go to the gym, right? If you're dead tired, just do like a couple reps or whatever. Do whatever you can manage. If you wake up and you already committed to something, if you committed to, okay, I'm gonna make this channel, I'm gonna post, and you wake up and you're like, oh, I'm tired, right? You don't have to make the best fucking video of your life, dude. You can just make a shitty video and get on with your day. And I hate seeing so many young guys, especially, have this mentality of, oh, I need to be the greatest. Oh, I need to have this Mamba mentality. The real world does not work that way. Yes, Kobe Bryant was one of the greatest NBA players of all time. But there was also, thousands of other NBA players that weren't even close to Kobe Bryant. Like, they just played the game, bro. And playing the game for you is probably achieving like 80 or 90% of your dreams. You know, not a lot of people genuinely want to be the greatest at a field. Most people, if you're like me, it's exactly what I want, bro. I just want to be like okay on my own. I just want my own place. I just want to make enough money to get by. I don't want to have to work, a 9 to 5 or whatever. Nobody actually wants to, but I'm willing to put in as much work as I need to get to that point. I'm not trying to be the greatest fucking YouTuber of all time. Like, Mr. Beast can have that title, dude. You should give up on greatness. If you want to make it, you need to stop putting so much pressure on you that you don't even perform at all. Like, you need to stop worrying so much about losing that you don't even show up to the game. You need to show up and put in the work and know that every day you put in the work is going to look different. Some days your 100% is going to look like your 20%. Some days your 100% is going to look like your 80%. Some days you're going to go all out. But it's not about these breakout moments. It's not about like a highlight reel. It's about showing up. Showing up consistently. Being the player people can rely on. And whatever you're trying to do, whatever business you're trying to do, whatever goal you're trying to do, the gym, whatever, just become reliable, even just to yourself. Even if you are of no use to anybody else, at least be reliable to yourself. At least be someone that you can rely on to show up every day, even if you're not feeling the best, even if you're not feeling the greatest. Because like I said, you don't have to be amazing all the time. You just have to be decent consistently. That's all you need. You just need to show up. There's so much potential in this world. Like, so many young guys that I see, they have so much potential. High school, they see these big numbers, they see these videos online, like, oh, make 30K in a month. And like, I definitely used to be like that. Like, I definitely used to look into drop shipping. I started print on demand, right? But I'm not gonna claim, oh, that makes you 30K in a month, unless you put in that work. I didn't put in that work. I put in enough work to get, a couple sales and enough work to be like, okay, business works, and I never want to actually work in person again because there's online money, right? I worked enough to see the vision is true, but some of you guys haven't even done that. Some of you guys have not stuck with something for more than a month. Some of you guys haven't stuck with something for more than a week. And this isn't to bash you, this isn't to harass you. It's to say that on the other side of this inconsistency that like you're fighting with yourself, there is so much success that you can't even like fathom it yet. You can't even fathom how much success you can have if you just show up longer than a month, longer than 2 3 months. And you won't see it at first. That's the hardest part, right? Like, it just feels like you're putting all of this work and all of this, motivation, all of this stuff into an endless pit, an endless void that does not feed you back. It doesn't show you anything that you've done is worth it. To everyone on the outside, it looks like you're just doing nothing. Like, you're staying home, oh, he's grinding, he's doing whatever he says, but, he's really not doing. You have to say, fuck those people, man. Like, they don't live your life. You live your life. They don't want the things that you want. They don't want to see the things that you want to see. They don't want to be the person that you want to be. 90% of people on this earth, they are okay with being the same person they were born as. Like, they don't feel the need to change at all. They don't feel the need to get better. They don't feel the need to, become a better person, become a more athletic person, become a kinder person. They don't feel the need to change at all. They're just bots, bro. And I'm saying it's not as hard to change your life as you think it would be. You just have to show up. You just have to show up. You just have to show up, put all the work and all the grind into this endless void, and just have faith, man. Have faith that the universe, that some higher power is seeing you. And they're going to say, you know what, this kid has been working his ass off. The shitty thing is, though, you don't know when it's going to come. You don't know, there's no guarantee, like, oh, if you put the work in for several months, this is going to happen, or you're going to feel this way, or you're going to get the car, you're going to, months or maybe even years might go by. And if years go by, then I think it start to changing something up. Maybe do more work, maybe diversify, get a job and do the grind, loosen it up, change things, right? But at the same time, that's not even the problem. Like, the problem is just you're not consistently showing up to play the game. It doesn't matter if you put in, the most energy your body can even exert. You just need to show up and prove to yourself, I can do it when I don't want to do it. I can do this stuff even when I don't feel like I can do it. I can at least stand there in the game with my hands up ready to catch a ball. I'm not asking you to go and be Michael Jordan, game 7. Like, you don't need that every single day, man. You just need to be in the game. You just need to keep playing. To take 10 losses in a row and say, maybe I'll get it on the 11th. To take 10 shots and say, the 11th is going in. Like, you can't stop shooting just because you're scared of all the losses. That shit is in the past, bro. Everything that you ever done that failed, everything that you ever done that you took a huge loss, everyone maybe degraded you, they might have hated on you, you got to say fuck them, bro. Because they aren't you. They won't ever do the shit that you do. They won't ever live the life you want to be. There's so much life out there, man. Like, there's so much life you wouldn't even be able to ponder it. Every time I go on a trip, right, it's just I see all these people, all these new people I never met in my life. Like, I lived in Jersey my whole life, bro. And anytime, even if I just been to Florida, right, anytime I go anywhere, I'm just reminded there's so many fucking people in this world. But like, if you have any product, if you have a business, there's nothing stopping you from selling $10,000 a month of that thing. I'm not going to sit in here and claim it's easy. I'm not going to sit here and claim like, oh, I've done it myself. But I've made enough money online to realize it's possible. If you keep doing the work, if you keep improving, it is possible. That's what I'm trying to do with this YouTube channel, man. Like, I want it to actually be something that helps people. And you can see it live. Like, I've been posting every single day. Will I post every single day for the rest of my life? I don't know. Like, I can't guarantee that, Will I post for every day for the rest of the year? I don't know. But all I know is every day I show up and I just try and put as much work in. Now, I'm going through some real shit right now in my life. I'm not even going to lie to you, but it's just like, even then, like, I'm not even going to get into details. It's just, even then, I know on days like this, it's like the universe testing me, bro. You need to show up. I might not even really edit this much, bro. Like, you need to show up and keep playing the game. I can't emphasize it enough, man. I've seen people close to me give up. I've seen people online give up. And sometimes the worst thing is they start to turn into haters. They start to turn into people that they don't believe anybody could get on. They don't believe anybody could be successful. And yet there's a plethora of people online or in real life that have made it. Maybe the way you blow up isn't by doing, drop shipping, wholesale, whatever it is. Maybe the way you blow up is a plumbing business. Maybe you go to HVAC, become a plumber, start your own plumbing business. And by the time, you're 30, 35, you're coasting, bro. That's all you really need. You just need some type of dream, some type of thing that you are okay with the path adapting as long as you get to that end goal. You need to be able to say, I would rather die than live my life not following this path. I would rather give my life than not climbing up this mountain by any means necessary, because to not climb the mountain is equal to death in my eyes. Like, for me, whether or not, I'm still doing YouTube at 40, 50, I'll be doing something else if I'm not rich yet. That's how I've always been. I went from, playing basketball, fucking dropped that shit, right? Like, I got dropped, and then I went to music, and, as naive as it is throughout all my life, right? Even when I was doing music, right? I was like, shit, I'm gonna make it. I put in all this work, flopped, right? Then I went to YouTube, right? Started doing YouTube channel. All the stuff that I learned from music, I went to YouTube. There's people like, and I was such a baby too. Like, I didn't I didn't fully digest all the information on YouTube and apply it to my stuff. I just knew there was potential to get better. And that's all I needed. All I needed was this hope, this potential to get better, this idea that if I put in enough work, I can get better. I can make something of it. If you can make $1 online, if you can make one singular dollar, you can't buy shit with a dollar, right? But if you can make one, you could do that shit 1,000 times. You have to be willing to do that shit 10,000 times if you want $10,000 a month, especially in the beginning, because you're not going to get anything. But you have to prove to yourself you can show up, you can do the work, so you can get that dollar and do it 10,000 times when it's not showing, when it's not reciprocating. The universe is not reciprocating your energy. So please, 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 please just show up. Whatever you've been struggling with, whatever you've been doing, bro, like that you're like, maybe I should give up. You've been thinking, fuck, like this is getting hard. This isn't what I expected. I don't want to do this part of it. This is boring. Even if you do it in the smallest way, the most bum ass way, like just do it. Show up and do it bad, bro. If you don't want to go to the gym, you know what I mean? Like shit, a lot of people don't want to go to the gym. I don't want to go to the gym most days, bro. Just fucking hit a lat pull down. Go in there and walk on a treadmill or something. Like walk on a stair. Like anything is better than nothing. That's the foolish thing you have to understand. Anything is better than nothing. And that's all life is. Anything that you could ever want. Anything that you could ever want. A car, house, right? But if you want to go deeper, like if you want a family, if you want to be a kind person, if you want to be anything, is just consistently working on yourself, consistently putting in the work. Every day showing up when you don't want to. That's all this shit ever was, bro. And it's crazy. It's crazy to realize it. I'm 22, you know, I'm glad I didn't learn it too late in life, but I'm sure there's people, you know, they're 17 thinking like, oh, this world just sucks. It's terrible. There's no hope for me. I'm going to have to work a dead-end job. Bro, the way out it's the simplest path. It's just to every day look for any type of way you can improve and apply it. Don't just look. Don't just learn. Don't go on YouTube and just be like, oh, I need a motivational podcast. That shit will not fucking help. You're better off looking in the mirror and saying, I can do this 10 times before you get to work. Because most of this YouTube, this self-improvement, this motivation bullshit is just bullshit, bro. It's just slop if you don't do anything with it. It's like, imagine you had, you know, a 800-pound dude and you tell him to lose weight and all he eats is chicken. Because he sees healthy people eating chicken and rice, so he just eats chicken and rice. Now, he could be healthy, right? He'll probably be slimmer, a little slimmer. But if this motherfucker goes and eats, you know, 20 chickens a day because he's hungry, he's not going to lose no weight. If he eats all this right, it's just going to be carbs. It's just going to turn into fat, you know? So even the healthy stuff, even the stuff that's good for us, you have to consume consciously. You have to not be this type of vulnerable minded person. Like you can't just let all this social media, everybody online influence every single thing that you do, every single thing that you think. Because honestly, and this is a rough truth, but nobody really has your best interest in mind besides yourself. Like if you got loving parents, maybe, right? Maybe if you're very lucky, you got a loving girl, right? But say you fuck up. Now she's not gonna be there. And you know, respectfully, right? Like it's not like, oh, she wrong for it. That's just how life is. You're going to mess up a lot in your life. You're going to mess up, you know, a million times to one. And the only person consistently ever going to be there for you is you. So you have to get used to being reliable to yourself. You have to get used to showing up when you don't want to feel like it. So you can prove to yourself you're someone that can stand there. When the game is on the line. When the game is on the line and you're down a point, right? And it's like fucking 30 seconds left. You know, you just feel like, damn, I do not want to be here. There's no chance of me winning. I'm tired. You know, everybody's pretty much celebrating. You have to say, even if I lose, right? I'm still going to give it everything that I fucking have. With anything that you have in life, that has to be your mentality. You have to wake up and say, however it is that I get to the bag today, that's how I'm going to get to it. I hope this helped. Like I said, I'm probably barely going to edit this, but, you know, thank y'all for rocking with me. If you like the video, subscribe. We trying to get to a big 20 subscribers right now. So we just hit 12. So we out here for real. Thank you so much for watching. Like always, I love you so much. Have an amazing, beautiful day.